It's the moment we've all been waiting for. The last ever episode of The Bad Batch has just dropped, bringing with it a satisfying conclusion to the show, and now it's time to break it down.
Can you make it?
Try and stop me.
An episode that's sure to go down in the Star Wars history books, episode 15 is packed with tension and high stakes throughout. So hold on to your helmets, we've got a ton to get into.
Let's complete the mission.
As we leave our favourite clone squad behind, this episode also hints at some possible future stories to come with some of these characters.
The rebellion needs pilots now more than ever.
You know the drill, it'd be great if you could leave a like on the video if you enjoy it. We're getting into Tales of the Empire next and then onto the Acolyte, so subscribe to the channel if you want to catch them videos as well. Without further ado, let's get into The Cavalry Arrives.
So did Tech. We do this together.
Right off the bat, a small yet significant change is observed as the iconic Bad Batch logo appears devoid of its usual vibrant colours. This alteration reflects the squad's decision to strip their armour of its distinctive markings, a tactical move to blend in during their daring mission to rescue Omega. This visual clue also sets a foreboding tone, suggesting that the stakes are higher than ever. As the narrative unfolds at Mount Tantiss, the relentless search for Crosshair, Wrecker and Hunter continues. Within the stronghold, Hemlock commands his troops to secure the vault. Amidst the tension, Scorch delivers the unsettling news of Rampart's capture. A war of words ensues between Rampart and Hemlock, each trading barbed insults. Hemlock, now deeply knowledgeable in clone psychology, believes their loyalty is a weakness. This loyalty, often seen as an imperial flaw, has been proven time and time again in Star Wars lore to be a formidable asset among our heroes. Anticipating the inevitable, Hemlock is prepared for the arrival of Clone Force 99, certain they would risk everything for Omega. Unbeknownst to him, Nardase eavesdrops on the exchange, piecing together that Omega is at the heart of the chaos. Meanwhile, Echo confronts Emery, seeking to understand her sudden change of heart. Emery confesses her misjudgment and expresses a genuine desire to make amends by doing what's right. Within the confines of the vault, Omega unveils her ingenious escape plan to the children. In a daring move, she incapacitates the medical droid and swiftly reprograms it to aid their escape. This tactic does actually mirror the resourcefulness displayed by the Bad Batch in the very first episode of the show. This also showcases Omega's growing strategic abilities. The group makes their way through a concealed tunnel in the wall, their path underscored by the rousing score of the Bad Batch. Meanwhile, Wrecker endures the aftermath of his previous encounter with the Dryax, his groans echoing the pain of battle. In the labyrinth corridors of Mount Tantiss, Echo and Emery navigate towards the vault, with Emery revealing the enigmatic Project Necromancer. Concurrently, Omega leads her band through the facility's innards, arriving at the chamber housing the formidable Zillo Beast. With stealth and precision, Omega liberates the Zillo Beast from its confinement. Its roar, reminiscent of prehistoric titans, signals the beginning of its rampage. The creature unleashes a fury upon the unsuspecting troopers and medical staff, even outright eating one of them, something many fans wanted to see happen to Hemlock. The plot thickens as Emery and Echo discover the escapee's route through the walls, courtesy of Hemlock's revelation. The facility quakes with the Zillo Beast's wrath, prompting Hemlock to secure the transport hangar. He binds Emery's fate to the pursuit of Omega, while Echo discerns the true architect behind the Beast's release, Omega's strategy echoing Echo's own instincts. In a dense forest, Crosshair's encounter with patrolling troopers and lurker hounds triggers an uncontrollable tremor in his hand, a haunting reminder of his traumatic experiences at Mount Tantiss. These symptoms, now exacerbated by his return to the site, suggest deep-seated psychological scars. Wrecker, grappling with the situation, laments the absence of Batcher. In a poignant display of self-sacrifice, Crosshair urges Wrecker and Hunter to proceed to the communication tower to establish contact with Rex. He insists on infiltrating the base alone, embracing the solitary path carrying out Plan 99, a fate he believes he deserves. Yet in a moment that tugs at the heartstrings, his brothers refuse to abandon him, affirming their unbreakable bond. They'll face whatever comes together. Now, the Zillo Beast's escape carves a path for destruction, inadvertently aiding Clone Force 99's entry. Hunter and Wrecker, recognizing Omega's strategic influence, witness the creature's retreat into the forest. The unexpected liberation of the Zillo Beast adds a swift and surprising twist to the tale. Omega, now a beacon of courage and leadership, readies the children for their ascent to freedom. Following a trail blazed by the Zillo Beast, despite their fears, she instills in them a resolve to persevere. Meanwhile, Hemlock commands Scorch to dispatch shuttles in pursuit of the Zillo. He's cautioned that such actions may expose vulnerabilities to the rogue clones, but Hemlock remains undeterred, fully aware of their impending arrival. The emergence of Clone X troopers from their stasis pods marks a new chapter in the conflict. The division stands ready, shifting the focus from the singular CX-2 to a formidable collective force poised for the challenges ahead. Emery and Echo, upon reaching the Zillo Beast's vacated chamber, discover a route leading directly to the transport hangar. With the knowledge that Omega is likely on a similar path, they press forward with determination. The situation intensifies for Hunter, Wrecker and Crosshair. As they confront a formidable force, a group of stormtroopers bolstered by the elite Clone X troopers, Crosshair, assessing the dire circumstances and Wrecker's compromised state, orders a strategic retreat. The ensuing clash becomes a testament to the prowess of the Republic's former special forces against the Empire's new squad. Each clone trooper armed with specialized weaponry, a sniper rifle, twin swords, and electro staff presents a unique challenge. In a harrowing turn of events, Hunter is wounded and Wrecker suffers further injuries in his defense. The episode delivers a jarring blow as CX-2 severs Crosshair's shooting hand, a devastating loss for a sniper. This moment harks back to a reoccurring Star Wars motif, the loss of a limb signifying a painful yet transformative rite of passage. Amidst the chaos, Echo spots Clone Force 99 in captivity. His instinct is to rush to their aid, but he prioritizes the search for the children with Emery. Upon their reunion, Echo addresses Omega with her former codename, Havoc 5, a nod to her past and her evolution as a character. Omega, embodying the spirit of leadership, refuses to abandon her brothers and their batch. As Emery escorts the children to safety aboard the shuttle, bound for the coordinates provided by Echo, Omega remains steadfast in her resolve. In a parting gesture, Emery entrusts her datapad to Omega, granting her unrestricted access throughout Tantus and reinforcing her commitment to the cause. In a chilling display of cruelty, Hemlock subjects Clone Force 99 to his twisted methods of torture, hinting at a sinister transformation into Clone X troopers. The stakes are raised as Omega and Echo orchestrate a daring prison break, liberating Nala Se Rampart and rallying the clones for a rescue mission. Nala Se, determined to keep her scientific breakthroughs from Imperial clutches, sets out to obliterate the lab's databanks. Meanwhile, Governor Tarkin, ever watchful, informs Hemlock of his impending arrival at Tantus, adding pressure to an already volatile situation. Omega ventures back into the labyrinth walls in search of her brothers. In a desperate move, Nala Se seizes a proton bomb, and Rampart, driven by self-preservation, tails her, eager to uncover the secrets of Project Necromancer himself. Wrecker, Hunter and Crosshair are being guarded by a lone Clone X trooper. The arrival of Echo triggers an appearance of additional Clone X troopers, and Omega is apprehended. Hemlock's disdain for clone loyalty is palpable as he unleashes a toxic gas amongst the freed prisoners. Harrowing scene witnessed by Omega. The episode reaches a crescendo as Rampart's betrayal leads to a catastrophic explosion, annihilating the lab and sealing the fates of both of them. This pivotal moment underscores the necessity of the demise, as the completion of Project Necromancer would disrupt the established timeline of Palpatine's clone. It also serves as a testament to the unparalleled genius of Kaminoan science, casting a shadow over the flawed clones of the sequels. Now back in the training room, Hemlock's declaration of failure is premature, as Wrecker regains consciousness and, with a surge of defiance, disables the training room's control panel. In a desperate bid, Hemlock seizes Omega and flees, still considering her the linchpin of his shattered ambitions. Wrecker and Echo engage the Clone X troopers while Hunter and Crosshair pursue their abducted comrade. Despite the lingering effects of their ordeal, the Bad Batch demonstrates their resilience, overcoming the Clone X troopers, including CX-2, whose identity remains a mystery. However, at this point it's unlikely to be anyone we already know. The confrontation escalates outside, where Hunter and Crosshair face Hemlock in a scene reminiscent of Kamino's stormy weather. With Crosshair's position compromised, the tension mounts. Omega's life hangs in the balance, tethered to Hemlock by handcuffs. In a moment of trust and coordination, Omega signals Crosshair, who severs the cuffs with a well-placed shot, with one hand as well, leading to Hemlock's demise. Our heroes then escape aboard the shuttle, leaving the chaos behind. We then cut to Tarkin and his Imperial forces arriving at Tantus, which marks a turning point, as the first Imperial Star Destroyer is revealed in the Clone Wars aesthetic. Tarkin, faced with the loss of all research, commands the shutdown of Tantus, redirecting resources to Project Stardust, the Death Star. This development aligns with the Thrawn novel's portrayal of Tantus, hinting at its potential reactivation in the New Republic era for Thrawn's clone army. Now safely on Pabu, Echo announces his journey to Pantora with Emery, intent of aiding the clones' resettlement. Hunter shares with Omega their mission to reunite the children with their families, and for the first time, the clones are afforded the freedom to define their own identities. This part of the story concludes with Omega, Hunter, Crosshair and Wrecker at Pabu embracing a moment of tranquility after their harrowing adventure. The story then leaps forward approximately 8 to 10 years, I believe, although this isn't confirmed as of yet, to a matured Omega on Pabu. She's poised to embark on a clandestine journey to join the rebellion as a pilot. a role in dire demand at this point in time. Hunter, grey and yet vigilant, uncovers their intentions and confronts her. The ship, adorned with remnants of the Marauder, stands ready with Gonki and Batcher present too. Omega tells Hunter to keep an eye on Crosshair and Wrecker, letting us know they're still around at this point in the timeline. Hunter's reluctance to let Omega go mirrors the protective instinct they've always harboured, but Omega asserts her growth and desire to do more for their cause. This moment parallels the bittersweet farewells parents experience as their children mature and seek independence. Hunter's promise of unwavering support underscores the enduring bond they share. As Omega departs for the rebellion, she fondly touches Tech's glasses, a poignant reminder of the past. This departure raises intriguing possibilities for Omega's future, potentially positioning her for a live-action debut in the Star Wars universe, with the timeline possibly aligning with Andor Season 2 or the reinvigorated Rogue Squadron movie. Omega's journey as a pilot could intersect with these narratives. The finale, while cautious, maintains a palpable tension, emphasising the uncertainty of the character's fates beyond Season 3. The closing scene gracefully transitions us into the age of the rebellion, leaving the door ajar for further exploration of Asajj Ventress, the clones, and Omega's adventures within the Rebel Alliance. This series concludes with a satisfying resolution, yet it retains the potential for these beloved characters to re-emerge should the stars align. I'll be honest, after not being overly keen with the first 2 seasons, I'm now at a point where I'm a bit sad to see the Bad Batch go. However, we could pick up with some of the characters from the show again in the future, and in true Star Wars fashion, it's time now to look to the horizon with Tales of the Empire and the Acolyte right around the corner. If you've enjoyed the ride through the stars and the thrilling tales of heroism, be sure to hit that like button. It's the beacon that guides us through the vastness of space and the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell. Join our growing community and be the first to embark on new adventures as soon as they're launched. Until next time, may the Force be with you, always.